and welcome to Friday Finds with Rob Meyer-Kukan.
Hello and welcome once again to Friday Finds. I'm Rob Meyer-Kukan of the Healthy Musician Institute in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I thank you for joining me this day for this episode of Friday Finds about a graphic design tool that I use in my studio and in my practice probably almost every day. I'm coming to you from my living room. I do a lot of my work at the kitchen table because I don't have a traditional office with a desk in it. And so since I'm going to be doing a little bit of clicking around on the computer, I wanted to be able to have a surface that I could work from. So I'm going to share with you some information about Canva, canva.com. And maybe that's a tool that you already are using. Maybe that's something that you already have incorporated or are aware of. But if you weren't aware of it, it's a really amazing, awesome, super intuitive, very easy to use resource that allows you to create some really nice looking images, documents, things for your YouTube channel, memes, graphics for your social media. People are using it for concert programs and all sorts of other things. And it is free. And that's one of the things that I like the most about it. There is a paid option. There are other features that are available through the paid option that are nice to have, but it's not something that you have to make a financial investment in regularly. And with some other tools around, you can get completely professional looking quality images and other things that you need for your business, totally free. And it's something that you can do for yourself. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And here you should be able to see my screen, hopefully. And so here we are at canva.com. So this is my account. You can see all of the things that I already have created, all of the documents that I've worked on. This is the image that I use when I am promoting Friday Finds. It's what I use for the thumbnail on YouTube. It's taking a minute to load because I'm recording online right now. But you can see that a lot like many other desktop publishing programs, it's a simple drag and drop platform, and it gives you the opportunity to pull over graphics or images and layer them up and just simply arrange and design from there. On the left-hand side here, you can see these are all images that I have uploaded, and that's a fantastic way and place to save money. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. Over here is the place where sort of your final product comes in to play. So I'm going to actually go back to the main page, and we're going to create a graphic together. Or I'm going to create one for you. So let's create just a basic square social media graphic, something you can upload to Instagram or to Facebook. And so what we're going to do is we're starting here with a very simple, very easy background, very plain. Obviously, nothing's designed in it yet. You automatically get suggested layouts on the right-hand side here. And you can see the one that I'm hovering over right now, this one with the pumpkin, is a free layout. So all you have to do is click on that and boom, it comes on over. And so if you are having a new addition to your family, you can make sort of your birth announcements here. And this is completely customizable. So you can say, all right, well, I don't care for this color of orange, and go through and change it to be green. And then there you have it. You can say, oh, I don't particularly care for this font. So you're going to go through and you select a different font, and pretty quick and easy. All of the little individual elements you can click on individually and move them around. Say you didn't want that there, and then it's quickly moved around. You can also group elements together, sort of like I'm doing here, by then clicking the group button, and now you've taken all of those and you can move them around all together as a group. One of the things that is nice about this is that it's really quick and super easy to create something that if you don't feel confident in your own skills, or if you don't feel creative enough, you can take this, you can modify it, and you've got a pretty nice product in the end. Of course, I've sort of messed around with this one, so I'm going to clear all this stuff off and start over again. So you could basically start by choosing a background color. Oh, so I'm sorry, I should have said, oops, the joys of live television or live YouTube, right? So the layouts, I clicked on a free layout. However, they do have other layouts that you can purchase at a premium. So this is one of the paid layouts. It comes with this watermark on it. You'll edit it and work with it exactly the same way that you did the other one. If you wanted to change the color of the text, boom, now you've changed that. Super quick and super easy. When you go to download the product at the end, then it will give you a chance to agree that you want to purchase this background, this image, this layout, whatever it is, and then you have the option of purchasing it from there. Once you purchase something, you have 24 hours to edit it and manipulate it and change it in any way that you'd like. But then after, I believe, that 24 hours, you'll have to pay to download that stuff again. Your design will stay in Canva, so you're not going to lose that. But if you want to download it again, you'll have to pay for that again. I like to do things as affordably as possible, so I like to do the option of uploading my own stuff, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. So here they have a bunch of backgrounds. So say, all right, we're going to do something sort of springy and colorful. I'm going to create this here. What I like to do is I like to find a background, and there's this feature here where you can play with the transparency of it, lighten it, darken it. Depending on what I'm going to overlay or put with it, I may lighten it or darken it. So let's just sort of put it there. I always like to brand everything that I'm doing, so I like to make sure that my logo is on here, all of my stretching pictures. So I like to put my logo on there. So there we go. We've thrown that in, put it in the corner, call it good. Excellent. Then what I do is here are all of my uploaded images. So here's an image that I used for a recent guest I had. This is Ina, who you all know because you've watched the episode where I interviewed her. And so if I was going to use this, I may decide to crop it down so that it is just the square of Ina and the bells, or sort of trim that up. It's pretty quick and easy. I'm going to resize it. Maybe make it a little bit there. And then because we're talking about Ina, we're going to also include a picture of her ensemble that she conducts, Campanelli, and we would put that there. Again, this is very rough, but, and then I might say, I'm going to add some text. I can pull this over here. I'm going to go right here, click on the text, highlight it. I like to just highlight it to get rid of it all. And I'm going to say, Ina Lai is my guest. It does all of the work of sort of arranging what goes on what line by just resizing it, which is pretty simple and pretty basic, right? If you want to make it larger, you can choose the size of the font at the top there. I'm going to kind of drag it here. Change the color. Okay, so we want it to be purple, and then let's say we're going to use a different font. We'd rather it be this one here, And so now we've changed it. Okay, that looks a little small, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And there you have it. Okay. The other thing you can do is, for instance, say you would like to um, take this picture of Ina and turn it into more of a watermark. You can fade that as well. And then I would maybe just play around with the background a little bit. And then maybe what you would do is overlay some more text here and say, maybe you would add Ina's name here and just make all that highlighted and make it bold. And then just maybe say handbells in Estonia. Now that's too big, so we'll change this around. And then you can just kind of play with things from there. There you go. And maybe up here we fade this as well and do sort of the same thing, overlaying Campanelli. We'll make it bold and bring it up here. So the sky's the limit, really. You can do whatever you would like with this. Once you know some sort of basic tools and the skills, how to do that. So how to keep it as affordable as possible? Well, I talked a little bit about uploading your own images. So these are all images that I've used mostly for Friday Finds and other things that I've put on social media and whatnot, flyers and other things that I've created for my business. These are all images that I have either purchased or that I have downloaded for free from any number of different sites where you can get free graphics or free pictures to download. And one of the ones that I like that I use the most is Pixabay, and I will make sure that that is running across the bottom. And there are some other free sites that I'm sure you have your own that you like and can use. Once you download those pics from the site, then all you have to do is drag it over and drop it into your uploads, or click upload in your own image and then pull something that you have already downloaded or own. This is a really great thing to use like your own images. So I'm trying to find a picture so this picture here, this picture of a butterfly, this is something I took on vacation several years ago. So that's my own picture. I uploaded it. I used it for some graphic for something, and I cropped it and faded it and yada yada, and moved it from there and used it in whatever I was creating. So you can then, once you're satisfied with your image, you click download. You choose the format that you'd like to download it as. If you're going to do something that you want to print, I suggest using the PDF for print version rather than the standard version. It's a little higher quality. PNG, that's the one I typically will use if I'm just creating something to grab and put over on my social media or something, and then it just says it's saving your design. Once that is then saved, then you go to your downloads and you pick it up and it's available for whatever you want to. So I'm gonna just open with preview here so you can see what the final product looks like. So there it is. There is our little graphic that we created. Again, it's pretty rough. It's not very sophisticated as far as the design goes, but you can see how simple and easy it is to create. From there, then what happens is when you are done, it is automatically saved into your portfolio or your group of pictures and things that you have created. A couple other things that are really, really nice are these elements here. They've got free photos that are available. They've also got other types of images, different grids and lines, other elements, illustrations. A lot of them are free. Some of them are for a charge, and those are also other things that you can add into your designs. Now, that being said, I'm going to click out of here. That's just a very quick overview of this program and of this resource. One of the ways that I have seen this being used a lot is a lot of music teachers and directors are using it to create programs for their concerts. And Ryan Guth of Choir Nation, of the Choir Ninja podcast, has done a fantastic job of creating an online course that you can purchase and take. And I will list the information on how you can purchase that course. It's way more in depth than what I have done here and gives you some really cool tips and tricks for using Canva and for how to use it for that purpose specifically, if that's something you're interested in. And so I will make sure that that information is available there as well. I would like to say thank you. If you are watching this on Friday, make sure that you have yourself a really awesome, fantastic, and great weekend. If you're watching during the week, have a wonderful week. If you liked this video and the information that I presented here for you, will you give it a thumbs up? If you would like to know more about the things that I'm doing, check the description or the comments on social media, where I will share ways to get in contact with me. And be sure to subscribe to my channel and comment on these videos. It's helpful to know what your thoughts are, what you're thinking, and what you're liking. As always, be happy, be healthy, and take care. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.
Join me next week on Friday Finds for Composer-Con, an amazing conversation with 3 handbell composers.